What's going on, everybody, and welcome back. I'm JWallon87, and today I'm going to be talking to you about Rhino. Rhino is basically your MMORPG tank and a first-person shooter. He literally has lots of health, and he can dish out the damage just as bad. His class is Assault. This guy is meant to be in the fight. If you are hanging back, doing objectives, or trying to pick up teammates, please quit. Uninstall the game. You clearly have no idea what you're doing with him. Best thing about Rhino is perfect for holding down an enemy approach route, soaking up damage, suppressing multiple people. Advancing towards him directly is not recommended. This guy is a monster. His machine gun isn't the most accurate weapon, but it does a lot of damage. He's a slow, potent presence on the battlefield, basically, forcing enemies to take cover or fall back. You can avoid him and take the long route, but it's the best thing to do is just avoid this guy. You need multiple people to help take this guy down. If you're a sniper, go for headshots. Just try to shoot this guy in the face. Whenever I snipe, I aim for his head and his head alone because it's just open. You take your head right off. But the crazy thing about him is that he's overly powerful. He's got a very high rate of damage when it comes to his ability minigun that you can just pull out, and we'll talk about that here in a second. But his stats are his health. He has 200 hit points, which is ridiculous. Basically going from the proxy I talked about in my earlier videos, you know, she had under 100 health. You know, there's many other assault types that don't have that kind of powerful health. He's the only one with 200 health as of right now. And if they come out with a new guy, I don't know. Beats me. I'll find out and I'll let you guys know. But anyway, his speed is really slow. You basically feel like you're walking the whole time, even when you're sprinting. He's just a big, fat, slow tank. But trust me, he's worth using. But he is pretty quick when it comes to arming C4. It only takes 3 seconds with him. To defuse a C4 at an objective, it takes 4 seconds, which is faster than most people, but not as good as, of course, you know, the technicians, which is okay. He cost about 50,000 credits in game, or you can probably buy it with 10 bucks, 10 real USD dollars. His abilities is the minigun. There's only one ability with him, but I don't think he needs any more because he's strong enough just with the minigun. If this guy had a second ability, it'd be ridiculous. But anyways, with the miniguns, it has unlimited ammo, and the only thing you gotta worry about is the spin up time. Sorry, not speed up. I don't know why I said speed up. Spin up, but the spin up time and overheating while he fills everywhere with bullets. It's crazy. But as you shoot, the accuracy just goes to crap. You pretty much got to aim to the left or the right of the guy, so you're hoping the bullets will hit somewhere. So if you're using him, be sure you're using him in bursts. Do not just go all gung-ho and just lay into that trigger and hope you're going to kill everybody in your way. It's not going to happen. You're going to die. Make sure everybody you're fighting to, you're the most deadly up close. If you're getting into a fight, you get up close and personal, you take them down, and trust me, you will destroy anybody that's close to you. Close to medium range, anyway. The minigun can just straight tear through multiple waves of people. Of enemy, anyway. Sorry, not people. But if you're using him, make sure you know what you're doing. But anyway, as a second ability, I guess you could say, he does use the spin up, which if you hold the right mouse down, his barrel will automatically start to spin because you already need that spin up. So if you hear an enemy walking up, or maybe a group of enemy, make sure you hit that spin up, because if you try to hit them with that left mouse click first and it starts spinning, you may die. So be careful what you're doing. His default loadout is they pronounce it an hold 12 shotgun, which is basically a lever action shotgun, which is pretty good at close range, of course. Also, a Smith & Wesson Wetzman. They write it weird. I don't know why they do that, but it's a Smith & Wesson revolver. It only holds 6 shots, so if you're going to be using that, make sure you're paying attention. And your backhill combat knife, of course, just like most standard loadouts, which comes in handy. But the overview of basically everything about him is excuse me. I don't know what that was. Anyway. Sorry about that. I had to put that on pause there for a second. I was choking to death, I think, at that point. But anyway, as the Merc, you know, Rhino, if you go for his health, it's going to be a 5 out of 5. It's ridiculously good. It's good to have 200 health when you're the size of him because your big ass is going to be in the way and you're going to be the guy getting shot at the most. Speed, of course. Look at the size of this guy. He is a big dude who carries a minigun. If anybody has carried a minigun, you're going to understand it is not a light weapon. But anyway, for his combat, he is a 5 out of 5. This guy is meant to live, breathe, and eat combat. If he's not thinking about combat or dreaming about combat, there's probably something wrong with him. When it comes to objectives, he's about 2 out of 5. He's not really meant to do objectives. He's meant to cover the guys doing the objectives. So if you're as a Rhino, you see somebody planting or trying to disarm something, try to help them out, guys. Don't just leave them hanging. But when it comes down to support, he's a 1 to 5. He's not meant to be a medic, guys. Don't use him as a freaking medic. If you're standing back picking up people, go do something else, or I'm going to run up and smack you with my freaking wiffle ball bat club. I'm going to smack you with my cricket bat. That's what it is, my cricket bat. I don't know why I couldn't think of it. Just ignore my random outburst there. But all in all, I think, as my own opinion, I think the Rhino is really meant to really do some damage. If you're using him, you're just wanting to use that minigun, which is me. If you watch my video as you're watching it now, you're going to see I don't really whip out the shotgun too much. I'm kind of at all times rocking the minigun. It's meant to deal damage, and jeez, I love playing as Rhino, where I'm just running in and dealing nothing but damage, and that's the best thing about him, I think. And if you're not going to go and be Rhino and deal damage, then you're kind of in the wrong place, sir, or ma'am, actually. Just don't do it. Just don't be that guy. Okay? We good? We on the same page right now? Because if we are, we're good. But anyway, if you're a Rhino, look to find somebody who's a medic who can hook you up. The best thing you can do is, honestly, if you're out running around, be on the spot. If you have a medic to help you, you're going to be an unstoppable force. You're literally going to be the most destructive player in the game due to the fact that you're going to destroy, especially if you got that medic. If you didn't have the medic, you're still really good, but if you get a medic to help you out, you're pretty much going to be golden. So try to get into the game, work with your team, talk to somebody, be like, hey, medic, you want to come help me out? You know, I could really use your help. Let them know you're going to be needing some help. So what you can do, they start helping you out, you get dug in pretty well near an objective or something around that, you're just going to destroy the battlefield, guys. So if you guys want to use Rhino, I recommend it. If he's going to be your attacker, I would recommend as your main attacker. I use him in my loadout every time. But I'm running out of time right now, so I'll let you guys get out of here. But it was great seeing you again, of course. If you haven't been on my channel before, please leave that subscribed. I'll be releasing usually 2 videos a week if I can get to it. I do have a family, so it's kind of hard to release videos as often as I'd like to every day. But, you know, I can't really do that, unfortunately, and that would be the great part about it. But if you would, go ahead and like this video, hit that subscribe button, and give me a comment if you got something else to say. Alright, peace.
Mission accomplished, but you made that look hard work.